Travel with me from Raleigh, North Carolina to Toronto, Ontario, Canada to visit the Hockey Hall of Fame and for hockey learning. In a previous video, I talked about the Hockey Hall of Fame, but I did not include the Great Hall. I wanted to do a separate video on the Great Hall. Now, the Hockey Hall of Fame is actually underground, but once you're in the Hall of Fame, you have to go back above ground to get into the Great Hall where all of the trophies are stored. So the Great Hall actually used to be an actual bank, and in the Great Hall you can see the bank's boardroom, and then they say behind the boardroom were private apartments for where the bank manager used to live. Now, the original Stanley Cup is actually kept and stored in a vault, y'all. Like, this is a real vault. This is the vault that used to belong. This is the original bank vault. So when you walk into the vault, you see the very original Stanley Cup, and you can get up close to it. It's behind glass, but you can see all of the engravings, which were done by hand. You can also see the Stanley Cup bands that have been retired off of the cup as newer teams have won. And that was really interesting to see. Again, knowing that it was all done by hand, the engravings. There have been a lot of changes to the cup over the years from 1893 all the way up into 1957. I did learn that the Victoria Cougars were the last non-NHL team to actually win the Stanley Cup. Then they have, I didn't realize there were so many rules, not so many rules, but there are actually rules that each team have to abide by once they win the cup. And I also learned that some of the teams cut up once they won the cup. Like Guy Lafleur took the cup without permission to his hometown, to his mom and daddy house. He had people stopping by to take pictures with it. It was a photo shoot, y'all. And then Alexander Ovechkin, after the Caps won the cup, he was doing keg stands out of the cup. I also learned that each player and member of a team are given miniature Stanley Cups, and some of these were actually, these miniatures were in gold, y'all. One of my favorite parts of the Great Hall was looking at the Stanley Cup rings from different teams that have won. I love razzle dazzle. I love design and creativity. This is the ring from when the Washington Capitals won. You can see the diamonds and rubies in their ring. I also thought the Tampa Bay Lightning Stanley Cup ring was really beautiful. You can see the sapphires and diamonds in that one. That was gorgeous. I also love the Colorado Avalanche from when they won the Stanley Cup. I like that one. And then it's just the design, y'all. Here's the Vegas Golden Knights. You know, they're the current Stanley Cup champions. And I know this ring, I know their ring opens up because I saw a video of it from one of the jewelry designers posted a video and it has a hockey rink on the inside of it. I also thought the LA Kings Stanley Cup ring, this Stanley Cup ring was really pretty. With the designs, and I also really like this Chicago Blackhawks Stanley Cup ring, and you can see the rubies in it as well as the diamonds. I just love creativity and design. I just think they're really pretty. This was one of the Detroit Red Wings ring. I also really enjoy seeing the different trophies up front, up and close. This was the Vezina trophy, and then the Frank Selke trophy as well. So far, I've only seen these trophies in books or in pictures on the internet. So it was just really exciting to see the trophies up close. That's the Lady Byng trophy for a player who has good character. That's the Bill Masterson trophy. I thought this trophy had an elegant design. Now, one of my favorite designs, though, since I've been looking at the trophies, even before this trip, was the Prince of Wales trophy. It's just something about it that is so elegant in its design. It's so streamlined. I enjoyed that one. Now, this one is the Conn Smythe trophy, y'all. Now, I'm kind of conflicted about Conn Smythe based on what I've learned about what happened with how he treated Herb Carnegie, but that's another video for another day. The trophy is still gorgeous. That is the President's Trophy as well. And I just really enjoyed seeing the hardware. Now, this is the case, original traveling case for the Stanley Cup. Y'all, I really enjoy visiting the Great Hall. Of course, here's the main attraction, the Stanley Cup. I took a Ussie with it, and I enjoyed this trip, y'all. I really enjoyed learning. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.